what else is amazing? Trying a beautiful, fragrant garden. You don't just want your garden to be pretty, you want it to be unforgettable. And one way of doing that is to plant some lavender.
Yeah, and Ewan made a turn at the Cape Garden Centre to learn about this beautiful aromatic herb and how it can be used in companion planting. Take a look.
Comfort Concentrated Fabric Conditioner in Lavender Bloom won Product of the Year. To celebrate, Comfort offers you the chance to win a Lavender Garden Makeover.
Over the past few weeks, we've been having so much fun learning about lavender, growing them in the Cape Town climate, in the Johannesburg climate, and today we're focusing on growing them in the Durban climate. But besides the wonderful fragrance lavender gives off that just lasts and lasts, they also make a great companion plant. And today, Helia, our horticulturist, is going to tell us why.
As with most plants, your success in growing lavender will depend on the growing conditions you provide and which varieties you select to grow.
Helia, they say in order for your plants to grow beautifully, you need to feed them, you need to water them, and then you also need to sit down with them, talk to them, maybe sing them a little song. What is your take on that as a horticulturist?
Yeah, that's a different approach. Maybe it works.
Well, we are talking about growing lavender in the Durban climate, and in Durban you can expect very humid, very hot conditions during summer, a lot of thunderstorms. In winter it can still be hot but very cool at night. So out of all the different lavender varieties, which one would you suggest?
I would say the Margaret Roberts Lavandula Intermedia is going to be your best choice there. It adapts the best to difficult climatic conditions, and especially with the poor soils as well, it will do well in those soil as well.
So you'll have to do a little bit of work in terms of prepping the soil beforehand.
Definitely. We will have to add some compost to the soil, fertilizer, bone meal, all of that.
Oh, well, you're going to show us everything we need to know. I really want to see this planting set up in action. Should we head off?
Yes, definitely.
With a lavender flower garden, you can have plants in flower for almost the entire growing season. Simply choose lavender plants that have early, middle and late season blooms.
So Helia, you mentioned that the soil in Durban tends to lack those important nutrients, and that is why we need a good compost.
Yes, definitely compost. We're going to add it to the soil to improve the structure of the soil, to keep a bit more moisture, especially in the beginning stages of the lavender, and obviously it will give nutrients to the soil as well.
And to make sure that the root system of the plants develop nicely.
Yes, definitely.
So how many of these guys we need?
We need about 2 bags.
2 bags, I'll load them up.
Lavender plants thrive in warm, well-drained soil and full sun. If you want to cut back on watering, add water-retaining polymers to the mixture and bone meal for root growth.
All right, Helia, you also mentioned in addition to the compost, we need a very good fertilizer as well.
Yes, we're going to use Quickgrow, which is organic fertilizer. It's made up of chicken manure, and that will give all the nutrients back to the soil.
Great. How many bags?
1 bag.
It's one?
1 bag.
Got it.
With the fertilizer taken care of, it's time to plant. Lavender is beautiful on its own, but it's a great companion for other plants and attracts beneficial insects to your garden.
So Helia, this is the spot our 2 lavender plants are going to call home for the next couple of years. But I see it's going to play companion to these plants around us. What do we have here?
Well, fruit trees, we've got apricot, kumquat and peach as fruit trees. And then the vegetables, we've got cabbage, leeks, lettuce and carrots.
Brilliant. Now, I can tell you something. I won't do that great as a lavender plant because 6 hours of continuous sunlight, not for me. So best we get started. What's the first thing we need to do?
Firstly, we're going to position the lavenders. We don't want to plant them too closely together. We want air movement to go through them. So placing them like this should be ideal. Kept in mind that, in humid conditions, the key to growing lavenders is to have nice air movement through your plants.
Okay, well, Helia, that should do it. What's next?
We're going to put a bit of compost in the hole, a bit of bone meal again for root development, and then we're going to plant our lavender.
Right. Is that it? Can we plant?
Only one more thing, the fertilizer, the organic fertilizer needs also to come into the planting hole now.
All right, just a handful of those.
Yes.
Now we just mix it in a little bit.
Mix it a bit, yes.
All righty.
When planting the lavender, make sure to cover the plant to its previous soil level. Firm it in place, tapping the soil to remove air pockets. Water the plant thoroughly, but not too much, or it might develop a fungus.
Helia, thank you so much for your insight, but I think these guys need a bit of rest now. Let's leave them. I've had so much fun learning about lavender. Not only do they provide that lavender freshness that lasts and lasts, but they also make great companion plants. So now that you are clued up on everything lavender, don't forget to enter the Comfort Lavender Bloom competition, where you stand the chance of winning a 100,000 Rand Lavender Garden Makeover.
Experience true freshness that lasts and lasts with Comfort Concentrated Fabric Conditioner in Lavender Bloom.
En wie kon gedink het dis so maklik?
Dis baie
So maklik om lavendel te plant, hè?
Kan jy nou glo? Now remember, you stand a chance of winning a Lavender Garden makeover that's worth 100,000 Rand with compliments of Comfort Lavender Bloom, the product of the year for 2014.
Now here's all you have to do in order to stand a chance of winning that fantastic prize. All you need to do is SMS the keyword lavender, including your name and city, and the last 4 digits of the barcode to 33728, and you'll stand in line to win that. Of course, remember that SMSs cost R50 and free SMSs do not apply, but it's a fantastic prize. 100,000 Rand. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful.
Wow.
You just said it.
A
Oh my
makeover,
goodness.
a garden makeover. Can you imagine what your garden's going to look like after that?
Wow. I thought, yeah, my garden needs a makeover. A serious.
But listen, after the break, we're going to be in the kitchen, and we're cooking with one of my favorite people. Singing.